But you just asked me. So now let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, who's Ephraim? Who are these people?
Well, the way I see it, of course, you and I have a difference of understanding when it comes to Yeshua. I know that you respect him as an individual, but you don't necessarily see him as Messiah. That's fine. I look at his words, and I see things like, I have not been sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. When he commissions his disciples, he tells them, go find the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And so with that in mind, as I read the rest of it through that perspective, it becomes clear that what he seems to be doing is preparing a people to go out into the nations, which is where Israel was sent.
Absolutely.
To go and call them. He said, my sheep hear my voice, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And so all around the world we have people who have identified with him and have believed that they have heard a call to some degree, whether in their heart or whatever it is, and they have identified with him. And whether they fully understand that they're Israel or not, I believe that they are. And I do believe that we are witnessing an awakening right now.
Clearly.
I truly believe that. And some of Paul's writings, for example, he talks about how now we see through a glass darkly, a glass that perhaps God tinted himself, a veil, a blindness over Israel, and we have not been able to see our identity. We've not had a draw to the Torah. And now that this veil is being lifted and the tint is being lifted from the glass, the things that we are being drawn to are an identification with Israel and the people of Israel and the Torah.
Yeah.
I see them a little bit differently than you do, but I have that same draw. I want to be taking part in them, going to the land, meeting the people, building relationships.
Right.
Not trying to turn you into me, but living in mutual respect, knowing that we're serving the same God, and that ultimately he's going to be the one that brings about this full restoration, this reconciliation.
That's what he promises.
Right.
And Yechezkel, Ezekiel 37. And you've got the two sticks, which everyone's familiar with. The stick of Ephraim and those associated with them, the stick of Judah and those associated with them. They had to draw together, they're placed together, but they only become one in his hand.
But before then, Ezekiel, when he identifies these two very separate and unique sticks, he puts them in his hand and he treats them as if they're one.
Yeah.
And then God comes and makes them one. So even when they're different, even when they don't look the same, maybe don't act the same, don't sound the same, don't dress the same, Ezekiel's picture is that he treated them the same. And then God comes and says, you are now one.
Notice, he didn't take them and create a new denomination. Rather, it was to restore the nation.
He made two into one. He didn't take two and make them into something else completely different.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.